footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, breaking down the Texans versus the Bengals. Now let's take a look at some keys to victory for Houston to see what they could do to win this ball game on the road.
When I look at the Houston Texans and I look for a reason why they're still winning with their third-string quarterback, is the fact that that offensive line is doing an outstanding job of blocking in the run game. That zone blocking scheme, this is the best I've ever seen the zone blocking scheme work since the 98 Denver Broncos. This is the reason why they could just put anybody back there at the QB spot, and as long as they stay on pace on down and distance, where down and distance is concerned, these guys are going to have room back there to throw the football off play action, and that's the reason why they're winning. And I think they're going to do the same thing against the Cincinnati Bengals as far as like continue to wash these defenders left to right, continue to set the edge in the passing game, and they're going to have some one-on-one opportunities and wide open targets back there to throw the football to. Now, defensively, when you look at the reason why they're winning, this defense is very good. Very, very, very good. These outside rushers are doing a great job, and that's what they're going to have to do against the Cincinnati Bengals, who can get off tackle with their running game. So you look at guys like J.J. Watt, the 5 technique, Brooks Reed, and also Connor Barwin. These guys in the run game are going to have to play their best game, because if the Bengals are able to get the edge in the run game, they can do some damage. Now, on the back end, the secondary is going to have to step up and play big, because what the Bengals do well, they spread teams out and they attack vertically down the field. They don't dink and dunk their way down the field like the Buffalo Bills. These guys attack vertically. So you look at those corners, they're going to have to step up and be active. You got to get a hand on A.J. Green, keep him busy at the line of scrimmage. You want to make him go to Jerome Simpson, want to make him go to Caldwell, make him go to those guys. And that's why I think the Texans have to come in and make sure their secondary has to play their best game all season.
Now let's take a look at Cincinnati's keys to victory to see how they can maintain that stranglehold on that 6th playoff spot.
When I look at the Cincinnati Bengals, I like the way they play offense. They play well balanced, and they also play to their strengths. Now, attacking the Houston Texans, they have to utilize this type of game plan as far as spreading the Texans out defensively. You have the weapons out there. You feel as though Andy Dalton is comfortable in the shotgun, and that's how you can defeat the Texans. You stay in the gun, you stay in spread formations. What that does is widen out the 3-4 defense and gives you an opportunity to see the field even more so. And the fact that the Bengals can still run out of those spread formations is a testament to how well their offensive game plan is set up against Houston. Now, when you're throwing the football, it's all about hitting those intermediate to deep passes. There will be some opportunities because the fact that the Texans do come after the quarterback a lot, so you will get some one-on-one matchups. So A.J. Green has to have a big day if he's healthy. Jerome Simpson has to have a big day, and Jermaine Gresham has to have the biggest day, because he's going to have dual duties, blocking to protect up front and also controlling the middle of the field. Defensively, when you look at the Bengals against the Houston Texans, their defensive ends have to come in and set the edge. We talk about this all the time when facing the Texans, but guys like Robert Gathers is going to have to come in and step up and play huge. Frosty Rucker is going to step up and play huge. Now, on the interior, you have to dominate the center. If you dominate the center against a zone running team, that bounces that running back outside even more so and gives you a better opportunity to tackle these guys. What I like about the Bengals most is team defense, and if you don't have team defense against the Texans, you can find yourself getting down fast to a very explosive offense.
Teams have some outstanding players, so let's look at the X factors in this ball game to see who will have an effect on whether or not they will win or lose the matchup.
I'm going to go with safety play as an X factor for the Houston Texans. Reason being, I think the Bengals will come in and take at least 3 to 4 shots deep down the field. So that safety play has to be vital this week for the Houston Texans to pull out a victory. The Bengals X factor has to be that defensive line. If they can own the line of scrimmage against Houston, that's going to put TJ Yates in those backed up situations where he's going to have to rely off straight drop back passes instead of play action. Along with the Texans in this ball game, reason being their defense will get after Andy Dalton and disrupt his timing, and offensively those tackles are doing a great job of setting the pace in the run game. And this is really a huge matchup for both teams, a de facto wild card matchup. So I look forward to this game, probably going to be the best game of the weekend.
NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL or visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan and listen to the Football Game Plan radio show, which airs Saturdays 11 a.m. Eastern time at blogtalkradio.com/footballgameplan.